Hello Duels Jump subscribers, this is Shadow X, and today I'm going to be doing a deck profile on my main deck, W14. So today I have out my Red Eyes Black Dragon to show off, because he is my favorite monster, and he's the reason I went towards this deck. So, my deck is Heretics. I run triple Tefnuit, triple Sue, triple Iset, and triple Nebthet. Now, when I first started making this deck, and I had friends giving me ideas, they all told me that Nebthet is not needed. And honestly, I disagree with all Heretic players who don't run him, because he has more targets, and with him and Labradite, you can easily bring out a Star Eater. So, I suggest running all these. I don't run the others because they're not necessarily needed. To me, they get in the way, they're a distraction, and they're not worth having in. But the other normals I have are Labradite Dragon and Flamebow Guard. Now, Labradite and Red Eyes Black Dragon are going to be the ones you're using more. Flamebow Guard, not as much, but he's still very essential to the deck to bring out Stardust. You can also use him to bring out Star Eater with Darkness Metal. But these are the two you're going to use, mostly. Then, of course, we have to have the E-Dragons, because they're just so freaking broke. Love them to death. So, of course, run all four, because you can, and they work wonderfully. But with them, you banish. So after you banish, you can summon your Necroface and get all your banished dragons back. Both banish piles go back to the deck, and for each card that went back to the deck, he gains 100 attack. So I've had him get up to like 2600. It's really, really good. And it's your recycle engine. So, of course, for your kick in the dick, you have to have Neospace and Grand Mole. Grand Mole is great for, of course, himself to get that Grand Mole block. And with Redox, you can bring back your Darkness Metal. So, then we have Red Eyes Wyvern. He's great because you normally only special summon, so his effect is great when he's in the graveyard. You do not normal summon during that turn. Banish him, special a Red Eyes monster, except for Red Eyes Black Chick, from your graveyard. So basically, it's your way to bring back your Red Eyes Darkness Metal, because you do not normal summon this deck. And of course, yet again, since you don't normal summon that much, you can normal summon him when he's in your hand, or you can discard him with Tempest Effect, search out a dragon, which is great, because then you go ahead and search out for your Darkness Metal, and then when he is sent to the graveyard eventually, through Dark Hole, Torrential, whatever, you can always bring him back with Wyvern. Then, of course, we have Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, because he just kind of ties it all together for the monsters. And yeah, so let's go to the traps. I run 2 Mirror Forces. I run Mirror Force because you're going to need some sort of defense other than just stopping summons, just in case somebody has something that you can't target. And like Swallow for Fire Fist, that gets me every time. MT93, he kills me, but that's what Mirror Force is for. Then, of course, we have to stop their summons. So we have Solemn Warning, Bottomless Trap Hole, and Compulsory. Of course, staples, self-explanatory, don't really need to. So, yeah. Then I run 2 Royal Decree. I know what you're thinking, why run Royal Decree if I have trap cards? But you don't have that many trap cards, and generally you do use them first. And Royal Decree is you gonna want to stop those heavy back row decks. Especially ones that I run into is like the baby raccoons. When they can't start up fast, they have a lot of back row. Royal Decree really stops them. You shut them down quick. For the magics, I have one Soul Charge, because this, you should know this, it's a broke card. It really is. You can't enter battle phase, which kind of sucks, but it's a really broke card, and it can help. Dark Hole, staple, obvious. But if you were to take this out, I do have a side deck. I've thought about putting in BLS, just kind of as a tech, because you don't really need Dark Hole, and BLS could be a real kick in the dick. Just like my Neospacing Grand Mole, I'm telling you. It's just one of those cards that if you run into it, you're just like, fuck. So, yeah. Then I have Book of Moon. It's kind of like an effect veiler, because you can stop a lot of effects with it, stop an attack, and you can shut down a lot of stuff with it. I run 2 Lance. Lance is great if your monster is going to be bottomless or Dark Hole or whatever, and you really need to keep your monster on the field. Not only that, you can always activate it during damage step when your opponent's monster is attacking you to reduce its attack and ultimately win that battle. Then, of course, 2 Convocation, because you're going to want to search your Heretics. That way you can have, generally what I like is to have 3, because then you can really get things going. Then, of course, we have 2 Mystical Space Typhoons, and I love my sexy, sexy Mystical Space Typhoons at that. But they're obvious staples, stop back row. Heavy Storm is gone, but I definitely hope that comes back soon. Now for the extra deck, I have Formula Synchron, because I can use it to make Shooting Star Dragon, and you can do it in 1 turn. It actually is quite easy, but I generally don't like to do it because he is easily banished by an opponent's card effect through either Dimensional, Prison, or something like that, so you have to watch out for that. But he could really pull together a win if you're kind of struggling but still have control of the duel. He's great to pull out. Then we have Black Rose Dragon, of course, to nuke the fucking field. Yep, that's right, fucking nuke it. Then we have Stardust Dragon, of course, staple, and to make Shooting Star. Crimson Blader, just in case you're facing, other dragon decks. This really destroys Heretic, so if it's a mirror match, this can really fuck up your opponent. Red Dragon Archfiend, just in case your opponent's playing extremely defensive, have a lot of monsters in defense. Just get all of them gone and then have your other monsters stack directly. Then we have Star Eater. He's just so easy to bring out. I guarantee you will pretty much bring him out every duel, and he is ridiculously good. So then we have Heretic Dragon, King of Atum or Atum or whatever, Autumn, I don't know, however you pronounce it, I don't care. Tomato, tomato, potato. Yeah. Anyhow, he's great. You search out for Darkness Metal. You search out for your E-Dragons. He's just great for a search. And a good combo with him after you're done using him. You have your Gaia Dragon, so you can just go ahead and top. And you have a Piercing 26 monster. Then you have Gauntlet Launcher to go ahead and pop 2 or more, or 1 or more monsters. Just the 2. Yeah, whatever. You guys got it. Photon Strike Bouncer, just so you can stop their effects on the field. Do that extra damage, too. Big Eye, just in case they have big shit to take. Dracosac, because he's fucking amazing. And to top it off, 74, because you're going to be using a lot of your 7s, and he's good to stop for decks that really are target heavy. And I've run into some of those decks, so he is great. Not only that, a good combo I like to use with him is the Forbidden Lance, because you can target him, then negate your own Forbidden Lance, and pop another card on the field. For my side deck, cards I look at are Call of the Haunted, because sometimes, it's can be useful if you need to make a recovery. You have Swift Scarecrow. I would run 2, but I'm only going to show you this one. He's great because, of course, he's an Earth for Redox, and then you can discard him for if your opponent's making a direct attack and end the battle phase. I went and already showed you the BOS. I run 2 Prohibition. This is great if you know what your opponent's running. You can stop them from using their big monsters, big magic cards, big whatever, and not even allow them to use it. And then, of course, you always got a side deck Forbidden Scripture. I love this card. It works great. And it's beautiful. Love Secrets. But I want you to comment. What do you think of the deck? Any suggestions I will always listen into. And, of course, thanks for watching.